My journey began as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting golden light across a landscape unlike any I'd seen. The air shimmered with anticipation, as if the land itself was waiting to share its secrets with me. Every mile I traveled brought me closer to a place I'd only dreamed about, a world suspended between reality and myth. Stepping out of the car, I felt the air shift, warm, scented with wild herbs, and alive with possibility. The gentle breeze carried hints of sage and thyme, and the earth beneath my feet felt ancient, as if it remembered every traveler who had come before me. Before me stretched a rolling canvas of honey-colored rock, sculpted by wind and time into shapes that defied imagination. Towers, spires, and valleys unfolded in every direction, each formation telling a silent story of centuries gone by. This was Cappadocia, in the heart of Turkey, a place where history and geology intertwine, and where every stone seems to whisper legends of ancient civilizations. The quiet was ancient, broken only by a distant dog's bark echoing off the stone guardians. The silence here felt sacred, as if the land itself was holding its breath, waiting for night to fall. Hills rose as clusters of pointed cones and mushroom-shaped pillars, as if giants had carved the earth for fun. These fairy chimneys stood like sentinels, their forms both playful and mysterious, shaped by forces beyond comprehension. Soft pinks, yellows, and creams glowed under the evening sky, filling me with peace and awe. The colors shifted with the fading light, painting the landscape in a palette that seemed almost otherworldly. As darkness fell, tiny lights flickered from windows carved into the rock itself. Homes, not just history. The glow of life within these ancient stones made the landscape feel both timeless and alive. Here, people live inside the landscape, not beside it. Generations have called these caves home, blending their lives seamlessly with the contours of the earth. My hotel was carved from volcanic tuff, cool and silent, a sanctuary shaped by nature's power. The walls, thick and ancient, offered a sense of protection and calm, as if I was being cradled by the mountain itself. Lying in bed, I marveled at the forces that created this place. Ancient volcanoes, patient wind and rain. Each layer of stone told a story of fire, water, and time, a reminder of the earth's restless creativity. To sleep in a room shaped by millions of years was humbling. I felt connected to something vast and enduring, a guest in a home built by nature's hand. I drifted off, eager for the morning and the stories waiting in the stone. The promise of discovery filled my dreams, and I knew that tomorrow would bring new wonders. Cappadocia felt like a dream I'd just begun to enter. The landscape seemed to shift and change with every glance, inviting me to lose myself in its mysteries. The adventure was only starting, and I couldn't wait to see what magic the next day would reveal. At dawn, I stepped outside to see the fairy chimneys up close. Tall, slender pillars capped with dark stone, clustered like a gathering of magical mushrooms. The air was crisp, and the first rays of sunlight painted the rocks in soft gold and pink, making the entire landscape shimmer with a quiet, otherworldly beauty. Their whimsical shapes have inspired legends for centuries. Locals say the wind carries ancient secrets through these valleys, and that the chimneys themselves are the frozen remnants of fairy tales. Walking among them, I touched the rough stone, each formation unique, sculpted by nature's slow hand. The textures told stories of rain, wind, and time, each groove a memory etched into stone. Some stood alone, others huddled in families, creating surreal valleys. It felt as if each group had its own personality, silent sentinels watching over the land. In Love Valley, the silence was broken only by my footsteps and the wind. The stillness was profound, inviting reflection and a sense of peace that's hard to find elsewhere. These formations aren't just geological wonders, they're homes, churches, and monasteries carved by generations. People have shaped these rocks into sanctuaries, blending human life seamlessly with nature. Early Christians found refuge here, hollowing out entire communities hidden from view. Within these walls, prayers echoed and hope endured, even in the darkest times. The fairy chimneys are cradles of civilization, protecting and nurturing people through centuries. Their shelter offered safety from invaders and harsh weather alike. I imagined children playing in the shadows, families gathering in cool stone rooms. Laughter and stories must have filled these spaces, weaving a tapestry of daily life. These rocks hold stories of resilience and faith. Every carving and inscription is a testament to the people who called this place home. Standing among them, I felt connected to a past that still lives in the land. The weight of history was tangible, grounding me in the present. The fairy chimneys whisper history to all who wander here. Their presence is gentle, yet their stories are powerful, echoing through the ages. Their silent presence is a reminder of human ingenuity. Here, people adapted, survived, and thrived, leaving their mark on the land. Cappadocia's magic is written in stone, a living story that continues to unfold with every sunrise and every wandering soul. At sunrise, Cappadocia's sky transforms into a living canvas, where the first light of day gently brushes the horizon. As hundreds of hot air balloons rise, they paint the dawn with vibrant color, drifting gracefully above the ancient landscape. Each balloon seems to carry a story, a dream, or a wish, floating silently into the morning air. Watching from the ground, I was awestruck by the silent ballet above. The only sounds were the occasional bursts of flame and the soft gasps of wonder from those around me. The next morning, I joined the ascent, heart pounding with anticipation as the crew prepared the balloon. The balloon lifted gently, the world falling away beneath us, and suddenly, I was part of the sky. Floating above the valleys, the fairy chimneys became a miniature forest of stone, their shapes carved by centuries of wind and time. The sun cast the land in gold and pink, shadows stretching across a fantasy landscape that felt both ancient and otherworldly. Drifting over Garim and beyond, our pilot pointed out landmarks, hidden valleys, cave dwellings, and distant villages. But mostly, we floated in silent wonder, letting the beauty speak for itself. Up there, surrounded by balloons from around the world, I felt a shared sense of awe and connection with everyone in the sky that morning. Strangers united by beauty, we experienced the same peace and exhilaration, exchanging smiles and glances that needed no words. It was a reminder of our shared humanity, how wonder connects us all, no matter where we come from. Floating above Cappadocia, I felt free, joyful, and deeply connected to this magical place, as if I had become part of its story. The memory of that sunrise, with its colors and quiet wonder, will stay with me forever. Some moments truly lift you above the ordinary, reminding you that the world is full of magic if you just look up. Beneath Cappadocia's hills lies a hidden world, underground cities like Derinkuyu. From a simple entrance, I descended into a labyrinth of tunnels and chambers. These cities stretched down for many levels, complete with living quarters, kitchens, stables, and even churches. Ingenious ventilation shafts brought fresh air deep underground. Massive stone doors could seal passages, protecting entire communities from danger. Life here was about survival and community. Families lived for months below the earth. I imagined children playing in winding corridors, meals cooked over smokeless fires. The underground cities are a testament to human resilience and creativity. Emerging into sunlight, I felt a new appreciation for the open sky, but I also carried respect for the world below, a sanctuary carved from necessity. Cappadocia's secrets run deep, both above and beneath the surface. The ingenuity of its people is as remarkable as the landscape itself. Here, history is hidden in the shadows, waiting to be discovered. In Cappadocia, people still live in cave dwellings carved by their ancestors. I visited a home in Kavusin, where a simple wooden door opened into cool, inviting rooms. The stone walls, painted white, were adorned with colorful Turkish carpets. The family welcomed me with apple tea, sharing stories of generations spent in this cave. The rock keeps the house cool in summer, warm in winter, a natural harmony with the land. Niches carved into the walls held pots and pans. A window framed the fairy chimneys outside. These homes blend seamlessly with the landscape, a lesson in sustainable living. Leaving, I felt grateful for their hospitality and the sense of history in every stone. Here, home is defined by love and tradition, not just walls. The cave houses are living links to the past. Cappadocia's spirit is carved into every dwelling. What makes Cappadocia unforgettable isn't just the landscape, it's the people. Everywhere I went, I was met with genuine smiles and open hospitality. At a roadside stall, a woman offered me homemade apricot leather, her kindness bridging any language gap. Hospitality here is a way of life. Guests are treated like family. In Avanos, a potter showed me his craft, sharing stories passed down through generations. These moments, tea with a shopkeeper, a shared meal, are the true treasures of travel. The people of Cappadocia bring the landscape to life with their warmth and pride. Their resilience and generosity are unforgettable. Here, you're not just a visitor, you're welcomed home. The heart of Cappadocia beats in its people. Their kindness lingers long after you leave. To know Cappadocia, you must taste its food. The cuisine is simple, hearty, and full of flavor, rooted in local ingredients. I tried testi kebabi, a stew slow-cooked in a sealed clay pot, cracked open at the table in a cloud of fragrant steam. In a cooking class, I learned to make gazlem and sarma, guided by a local cook named Elif. Turkish breakfasts are feasts: cheeses, olives, tomatoes, honey, and kaymak, all meant to be savored slowly. Sharing food is central to life here. Every meal is an act of community. Whether in a cafe or a family home, meals are served with pride and generosity. The flavors of Cappadocia nourish both body and soul. Food here is a celebration of tradition and togetherness. Each bite is a taste of the land's history. Walking through Cappadocia is like stepping through centuries. At the Gorim Open-Air Museum, I explored monasteries and churches carved into volcanic rock, their frescoes still vibrant after 1,000 years. These sacred spaces were built by early Christians seeking refuge and peace. The valleys are dotted with ancient dovecotes and abandoned cave dwellings, reminders of a long agricultural tradition. Every path leads to traces of lives once lived, stories etched in stone. Here, history isn't locked away, it's part of daily life. You can touch the stones carved by monks, walk their paths, and see their views. Cappadocia's past and present coexist in harmony. The landscape is a living museum, open to all. Walking here gives you perspective, a sense of being part of something timeless. In Cappadocia, you walk in the footsteps of history. My time in Cappadocia ended too soon. On my last evening, I watched the sun set over the valleys, fairy chimneys silhouetted against a violet sky. The call to prayer echoed softly, a comforting close to my days here. Cappadocia is more than a destination. It's a place that touches your soul. It teaches harmony between people and nature, and the beauty of resilience. The memories, balloons at sunrise, secret cities below, will stay with me always. Places like this remind us to slow down, to feel, and to wonder. As I left, I promised myself I'd return. If you ever crave adventure and magic, think of Cappadocia. Perhaps one day our paths will cross in this land of dreams.